Hey everybody, 7:59. Good morning. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for waking up and being part of what we do inside of Pivot Shift Ahead. It's Mega Camp week, but again, I tell you, every day is Mega Camp up in here. Every day is Mega Camp here because we're masterminding ideas, talking strategies. We interview agents every Wednesday for our Wednesday webinar series because we have found that Wednesdays are the best day for a Wednesday webinar. And so we're learning and strategizing together every single day. So if you're here, you're in good shape. If you are in San Antonio, let us know in the chat. I'm not there because school starts this week. It's hard for me to get away that first week of school with Terry working in the school system and all the fun stuff that goes on. But Vicky Lukacic on my team is there. Vicky, who's the researcher, she writes all the things, she does all the work for our group. She is there taking notes and paying attention. Taking notes and paying attention. In fact, if you see her, make sure she's taking notes and paying attention because I'm paying for her to be there. And what I want you to do, if you're in San Antonio for Mega Camp and you can find Vicky Lukacic, snap a selfie. Snap a selfie with her, put it on the Facebook group, find the thread, put it on the Facebook group, and you will get coffee on me. All right, so you got to snap a selfie, put it in the Facebook group, coffee is on me if you find her. So good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. Tennille found her last year. Tennille accused me of not sending her coffee. That is slander. Which
James,
which
I
one is it if it's
believe
in the chat? Is it libel or slander if it's in the chat? I always get it confused.
James, I believe you sent it, but I can't find
Well,
it.
friend, I'm going to send you a new one. That's the kind of person I am, all right? I'm
You're
going
the
to send you a
best.
new one, Tennille.
You're the
Anyway,
best.
what's your something good? Good morning.
Good morning. So I did a self-care day yesterday in the morning. I got a massage and a facial. I've never had a facial before, and it was divine and luxurious. And I will be doing it once a quarter, like the back-to-back massage and facial from now on. So 100% self-care. Do it. You deserve it. You're worth it.
That's a true story. Get that done. Artist, good morning.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, friend. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to say thank you for yesterday. Thank you to everybody for the well wishes for my mom. She is okay. And two, thanks for all the advice. I really appreciate it. People getting back to me. I will get back to you. I have to work the next, 2 nights. I worked last night. I have to work tonight. Yesterday just was a crazy day, but I was happy it was about the mindset because what this call has done for me has really helped me with my mind this year. And a day like yesterday would have got me down in the dumps. But because of this group and this community and the way you guys poured into me yesterday, I just really appreciate it. And I turned yesterday around and I'm going to keep moving forward. And I appreciate you guys.
We're proud of you and we're glad you're here. Thank you so much. Nicole, good morning.
Hi there. I was in Aruba last week and I had the opportunity to do a class for KW Aruba agents. I talked about AI and it was really a great experience to just go into an office in a different country and meet everybody. It was just really, really great. And I highly recommend if you're traveling and if you have the opportunity to teach a class in a market center that you do it.
You should do that. 100%. Miranda, you get the last one. You're in San Antonio, correct, Miranda?
I am in San
All right, you
Antonio.
need to find Vicky Lukacic today to get your coffee.
Okay, I will
All
do
right.
my best.
All right.
I am, my something good today is that yes, I am in San Antonio. I committed myself to getting up every morning. I'm hosting a 4 mile walk every morning, walk run. And so far, I had 3 people meet me yesterday, had some great conversations. One person met me this morning. It's at 5:30 in the morning at meeting at the Hyatt Regency lobby. So it's a bit much for a lot of people, but it's been great networking. I walked with a really wonderful woman from Sacramento this morning. And we talked for an hour while we walked 4 miles and got our exercise in before the day started. And it's been great and meeting a lot of wonderful people. And yeah, it's been wonderful. So I'm excited.
That is great. I love you're doing that. Pro tip, Vicky is staying at the Hyatt Regency in
Oh,
San Antonio.
hey, can I say one more thing, James?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
On Friday this week, I'm so excited. I am closing on my first commercial building.
Nice.
And I am opening a mega agent office in Crystal Lake, Illinois. I'm
Let's
so
go.
excited.
We are proud of
So
you. Get it done.
thank you.
Get it done. You are across the street from the Alamo, so get over and see the Alamo if you haven't seen it already. You're going to run into Vicky there, take your selfie and send it. You get your coffee. Now, to Neil, no more libel and slander. Check your email, all right? Because it's been sent, resent. It's in your inbox right now to Neil Wilson. Are you confirming to Neil?
It's
All right.
hard to see it.
Well, it's for Tennille, not for you.
Crickets.
Yeah, yeah. Check your inbox, Tennille. All right, let's get at she left to go get her coffee. Let's get after it this morning. I posted it last night for you all inside of Pivot. This came out late last night. I posted it for you in Pivot. You need to go look at it. And that is this price reduction story that's going on across the country right now. Now, I'm going to share some stuff with you. I'm going to share my screen. This is from Resi Club. I would recommend you all prescribe to Resi Club so that you can get the emails. I posted the article inside of the Pivot Shift Ahead Facebook group, but they pulled the data for price reductions in June. Now, in the US, by the way, in the United States, it's around 25, a quarter of all listings are getting price reductions in the US right now. And then if you do it by, whoops, wrong thing, here we go. If you do it by Denver, number one, you are winning the day in Denver, Colorado. Nearly 40% of listings there are getting price reductions right now. What's fascinating is I had a really interesting back and forth a few months ago about price reductions with some Denver agents, and the truth is they're coming. Homes are overpriced there. Phoenix, number two. Where is Washington Courthouse, Ohio? Because you guys stink at pricing property. Both agents who live in Washington Courthouse, Ohio cannot price. Raleigh, North Carolina, Provo, Utah, Tampa, right here, the villages. McCalls need to learn how to price houses in the villages. But here's the bottom line, is that if you look and compare to what was going on in 2021, remember how hot the market was back then, Tennille? Everybody wanted to buy the house, 68 offers, selling for way more than list price. And the truth is that's not the case anymore. Back in June of 2021, only 11% of listings had a price reduction in the US. Now it's up to 25%. Now, the article has a link to this, so you can pull 800 different markets. 800 different markets right now, so you can see the numbers. And of course, it comes from two things, right? Two things. Number one, us. We're just either not interpreting the data correctly, or we're getting out scripted by the seller when the seller says, can we try it at blank? And you're like, sure, instead of pricing it right from the beginning. And the next one is the market's changing so quickly that the prices are changing so quickly that as inventory goes up, we have to react and respond to that. I think the first key is that we've got to improve our skill set. That's the first key. We did a Wednesday webinar on this. I'll post the link on the chat in just a minute. The Wednesday webinar pricing panel that we did. And then Inspire members. Maybe the best call we've ever done. The call that pays for your Inspire membership for life, in my opinion, is the price reduction call we did with Aaron and Emily, where they went through and gave you the metrics to watch and the strategies to share with your sellers and the conversations to have with them. And I'll post that in the Inspire page today as well so that you can access it very easily. I want to talk, though, about how could you use data like this on a listing appointment or with a seller right now to get a price reduction? What are your systems right now in talking with sellers about price reductions? How are you doing all that? I think it would be great if we talked about your price reduction strategies based on that data. Now, Donna Gilbert asked a question in the chat about Resi Club. Donna, real quick, you got two options for Resi Club. There's a free one that everyone should join, and I'll put a link in the chat. But there is a paid version that has a lot more data in it. And Inspire members get a 40% discount on that annual membership. And I'll post the link for that in the Inspire Facebook group at the end of the call. I do not get a kickback on that. In fact, I had to pay full price. I paid full price, bought it, started looking at it, and said, this would be great for Inspire folks. And I went back to the guy that runs it and said, would you give our people a discount? He said yes, but didn't offer me one, so I paid full price. But I'll post the link for that. I'll post the link for the freebie in the chat in just a minute. Inspire members, I'll post the discounted link for you if you want to buy the pro version in the Inspire Facebook group. But back to the task at hand. Let's talk price reduction strategy. How do you use this data? How you keep it in front of them? What are you doing to get it priced right now? It is so important that we do that. Julie, you're up first. Good morning.
Morning. Um, I took a listing last week and I used the fact that now in our area we're not there yet, and yet we're coming, right? Like it's headed to us. It's just so I use the fact that I'm on this call every day and I'm masterminding with 1,000 agents around the country and seeing what's happening in their markets. And we know that in the Northeast we tend to just be delayed, right? Everything comes up or west or east. So speaking to them, I had sold the same unit in April for 400,000, and I said they're now 40 days on market. There's multiple other ones on the market. I suggest that we price like 20% under that. They agreed. We had 5 people come through the open house and an offer over asking. But it's getting them, it's really having to show them, not just talking. You have to bring the stats. I'm not a huge stat person, yet and if you're going to ask for something to be that far under what they think it should be, you have to go with the facts and the data.
You do have to share a little bit of it and then ultimately get back to motivation. How quickly do you want to be there and by when? And remind them, as we've taught in Shift many times, that the price that you put on the home when you list it for sale is really more about strategy than it is about value. You're looking at how many homes are selling a month in that area, what price range are they in, how quickly do you want to sell, and then where do you need to be priced based on that. It's a strategy conversation, not a value one. Julie, thank you. Jolie, you're next. Good morning.
Hi. So I, Aaron and Emily, that call paid for like a lifetime of Inspire membership. I use the tactics even in Southeast Michigan, and I admittedly suggested too high of a price because the market did shift a bit at the end of spring in the summer, and overpriced. Went back to them. We hit 3 of the 4 markers that they talked about, dropped the price 10%, and now we're pending. Then I took the same concept to a listing appointment that I had the other day and suggested that we need to be ahead of the market. And yes, if you looked at last year, we could have priced here, but now looking at what's happening locally, we need to price here. And they agreed with me. So that's really good. And then I'm also, just side note, I'm teaching Shift Tactic 7 in Boca next Thursday. So if anybody's in Boca or Boca adjacent, come find me.
That sounds really cool. Yeah, listen, there are price reductions are happening everywhere and price reductions are up everywhere. I don't care if you're in the hottest market in the country. If a home is overpriced, it is sitting and you're going to have to reduce it if you want to get it sold, period. And we need to price for the market that we will have 90 days from now, not the market that we have today. Bottom line. Frank, good morning, friend.
Good morning. This is a very passionate pet peeve of mine, people overpricing. And the fact of the matter is, you got to know your local market. You got to know what's going on. You got to do your research. I had one go on, and it's doing very well. It's priced right. There was a house just down the street from it, no garage and smaller. Mine has a 2-car garage, 1 floor, and we priced it $2,000 over what that house sold for. And my sellers were wondering, why are we doing this? And I said, well, it's very simple. I said, we want to draw the maximum amount of people. Because if you only draw one person, you only got one offer. If you draw a bunch of people, especially if you can get them all at an open house, now they got competition amongst themselves, and they'll push the price back up. And so far, it's doing very well. And but if the other thing is price reductions, people don't want to do price reductions the right way. I've seen many in my market, $500,000.
Stupid.
That's no price reduction.
Stupid.
You gotta go, depending on the price range, you gotta go big time in today's market, especially if you put it way over in the first place. And taking a listing and say, hey, I got a listing, and it's well overpriced, it's just gonna sit there. Remember, most people are looking online, so they got a ballpark idea of where the house should be. And if it's not in that range, they're not even gonna look at it.
They're not going to come look at it. If you're getting lots of eyeballs but no feet, then you're way overpriced. That's the bottom line. Price reductions need to be in the 5 to 10% range. percent, 5 to 10% range, not 5,000, 2,000, 10,000, 5 to 10% range is where they need to be, period. But then the next question I'd ask, and Frank talked about it briefly, next question I'd ask when I sit down with a seller is this: Mr. or Mrs. Seller, my guess is that you're open to negotiating on price when we get an offer. Is that correct? Mr. and Mrs. Seller is going to say, well, yeah. And see, sellers, have you ever had it? Put it in the chat. Have you ever had a seller who said, well, we want to price it here because we want to leave room to negotiate? Put it in the chat. Have you ever had a seller say, well, let's price it here so we have room to negotiate? All right, well, let's cut that off at the listing appointment and go sit down at the listing appointment and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, my guess is you're willing to negotiate your price with the potential buyer. Is that correct? Why, yes, it is. Okay, so my question is, which way do you want to negotiate, up or down? You want to negotiate up or down? Well, what do you mean? Well, if we overprice it even just a little bit, you're going to end up negotiating down. But if we price it just below market, you have the opportunity to negotiate it up. Which way would you rather negotiate, up or down? And if you just start that conversation with them around that, then we have this opportunity to put it in a spot that's right at or a little bit below market. It's going to create a lot of opportunity. We're going to get eyeballs and feet. We want eyeballs and feet, not eyeballs, no feet. And some of you are getting eyeballs, no feet. I want eyeballs and feet and offers and cash money records. Kay Condon, good morning.
Good morning. And offers. Yes, let's finish with that. So I wanted to share, I used something yesterday in my communication with the seller that I learned in Inspire with Phil Jones's call 1 month ago. And it was awesome. We went on the market just under the appraisal price because I thought the appraisal was too high. The house needs a lot of work, but that was the first thing in the description. And I'm seeing that a lot here, that people are using that listed under appraisal value. And the first day on the market at 400,000, we got 5 showings. Every single one of them came. I went to the showings. I always go to the showings if I can. All 5 of them said, great property, nice yard, house needs too much work at this price. So I went back to her and shared, I screenshotted their feedback and sent to her. So I'm not just giving her a verbal. And I called her the next morning and I said, look, here's where we are. And I said, I think we need to do a price reduction. And she said, I agree, Kay. I think, what do you think? And I said, I think 375. And she said, okay, I agree. And I said, great, thank you. And I'll have my assistant send the document over to sign. Then she said, oh, but I don't think we should do it yet. And I didn't say a word. I let the silence hang there. And it was uncomfortable, just like Phil said. The uncomfortable silence speaks volumes. And I just waited for her to say something else. And then she said, I mean, unless you think that we should do it right away. And I said, we need to do it today. We just got 5 people that wanted the house. They came and looked at your house the first day on the market. We immediately dropped at 25,000. And I'm getting calls now, and we're going to get more showings today. But that silence, I used it at the right moment, just like Phil taught us. And thank you for bringing him in, James. He's always amazing.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, we had an hour-long call with Phil Jones for Inspire members where you could ask him anything you want, give him specific objections and stuff like that, and he absolutely laid it out for us. That one's worth your Inspire membership too, Kay. So if you're an Inspire member and missed that, July 2nd was that call. It's in the portal. We're going to jump ahead real quick. Matt Cannon, I know you're very passionate about this one. You've taught on it. You've helped us with it. What's on your mind, Matt?
Yeah. James, you got to practice. You got to practice your scripts. And this may seem basic, but if you're not having these practice discussions about, that price reduction conversation, then you're going to get to the conversation and you're going to start mumbling, stumbling, dancing around. You got to have those script practice conversations. Join a call. There's plenty of them on here, and have people poke at you. Be that seller who says, well, what are you guys doing? What new are you going to do? What kind of marketing are you doing? Start having those people, poke at you a little bit so that you understand, what to do. That's it. Thanks, James.
You got it, Matt. Appreciate it. Take Anna Kruger's class to help you with that so you can get better at it. She's going to spend months working with you. So the link for that is in the chat. Starts August 20th. It's going to be great. Matt Cannon's taking it, I believe, and has taken it before. And it's about understanding how to communicate and connect. That's the bottom line. Z, we don't hear from you very often. You get the last word. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have been silently listening to everything about pricing. It gives me anxiety whenever I have listing regarding my pricing. Thank God I can say I try to price it real good. I have a list. I had a listing in a older gentleman in the nursing home, and I spoke to him. When I'm doing my pricing, the first day I go into the interview or listing appointment, I tell them that I'm going to price it every week until we go on the market. And the day we go on the market, I'm going to do an equity analysis and make sure where we're at. And it may change. So this one particular listing, I put it on it like 200,000. We got 61,000 above asking price, 15 offers. And he was so excited, and he need that home to leave. He need that money rider to leave. So I do that every time. So I thank you for everything that you're doing. I don't speak up, but I'm out here behind the scene doing the work. Thank you so much.
Getting it done. That's what Z does. Getting it done and traveling all over the place and getting it done and selling houses. Bottom line is we've got to have system around this. We're teaching you the systems in here. We've done a lot of free calls on it. Inspire members. If you're a member, you got access to other tools to be able to support you as well. Use the data. So I put the link for Resi Club. It's free. You can get the free subscription that they'll email you this stuff all the time. And then if you want to go deeper on the data, there's a pro version. Inspire members get a 40% discount on the pro version. No kickback to me. I don't get a penny of it. It's just something I negotiated with them because I'm a member and I thought it was valuable. So yeah, that is posted, by the way, in the Inspire Facebook group. Practice your conversations, get in Anna Kruger's class, be on our free calls, just go get after it. That's the bottom line. Hey, if you're in San Antonio for Mega Camp, look for Vicky. Go find Vicky, snap a selfie, post it in the page, and you'll get coffee. All right. Thanks for being here. You got your inspiration. Go put in the perspiration. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
James.
James.
Thanks, James.
See you tomorrow.